Hey everybody, Lewis here, our Shack Barbecue and other things. Well, it's been a while since I've done a cooking video, and we came across a recipe that my wife and I both went, oh wow, that looks really good. So I'm gonna try to recreate it. It's a stuffed flank steak. That sounds really good. Let's get into this.
Regulators! Mount up!
All right, first thing that this recipe calls for is a 3-pound flank steak. This one here is 2.64 pounds, and it was $11.98 a pound. So flank steak is not cheap, but what it says you need to do is, first thing is roll it out like this. Okay, and then it says to remove any of the excess fat, so like that's a big chunk of fat there, and then you got some silver skin fat here. I'm just going to kind of work my knife around it, get as much of it out of there as I can. Not going to worry about that. Then it wants us to butterfly it. Well, we are going to do as best as we can here. There's some fat over here that I'm going to trim off. Like that. I'm going to do the best that I can here to butterfly it. I'm going to stick it in here. And we're just going to try to get right down the middle of this without too much removal of anything. Alright, so you see I've got that kind of the flap open up here. Come back this way, like so, and we'll see what we do. We'll continue to get it. There we go. Just kind of work it over until we get somewhat of a pocket there, something like that. Something, I'm going to call that good right there. Then it says to pound it down flat, so with your hands. All right. What I want to do is I want to turn it this way. See what we can do. All right. I don't know. That should work though, right? All right. Then it says, this is prosciutto here, and it's not cheap either. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it was probably close to $10. Just rip it open here as best we can. Then what it says to do is take your prosciutto and just lay it on here. Now, it did say, when I pre-read the recipe, you want to leave about 2 inches up here of just leftover flank steak. You don't want to go all the way out to the edge with it. So, take your prosciutto and kind of lay it on here. I would say prosciutto is a drier, thinner strips of bacon is really what it reminds me of. I think it's dry aged and then cut really, really thin, as you can see on here. Now they say it's about 6 slices. That's 2 there. And I believe this was 6 slices on the package. We're just going to kind of go like this. Get this all done here. Keeping our 2-inch border up there. Something like that. A little more than 2 inches, but for this, we are just doing this. Just get as much of this on here as we can. If I pull this one up a little bit, that one up. All right. And what I got, it says goat cheese. I got smoked Gouda. Smoked goat Gouda. So take this, get it open up. And it says like a 5 ounces, and this is a 6 ounce. Once again, not your cheap cheese. This was probably, you know, $7, I would guess, what I paid for it. All right, get rid of that, and then let's just see how well this knife does. I don't want to cut my fingers, so yeah, that didn't do very well. How about this one? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it in half, like so. Okay, now let's see if we can get some slices out of it. This is very sticky cheese, I'm just going to tell you. Take your time with it. Get it on there. All right, we're going to call that good like that. Let's clean my knives up. All right. What I'm going to do is add some spinach. And it doesn't really matter how much spinach. You just want to add some roughage or color, if you want to call it, something like that. Doesn't that look beautiful? To me, that looks beautiful. Maybe a few more over here. And a couple more over here, maybe. Something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that very much. I like it a lot. Okay. And then the last ingredient is roasted red bell peppers. Now this wasn't that expensive, to tell you the truth. But, you know, we'll just flap some on here. Ooh, look at that one. Just kind of laying it out. Making it look all pretty. Oh yeah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? One more down here. Okay. There we go. Maybe one in the middle there. Rip this one. There we go. Something like that. Alright, let's move that off to the side. Now what you need to do is kind of make sure everything is patted down, and then you roll it up as best as you can here. Keep rolling it up. Make it nice and thick. Something like that. Now, the recipe actually calls for twine to wrap it around. I really don't have any. So, we are going to improvise. This is just a disposable baking pan, and then I have a wire rack. So we're going to take this thing and we're going to set it up here for a moment. Okay. This is going to be so good. Now what it says to do is take extra virgin olive oil. Oh, this one's never been opened. Get her open there. Okay. And we're just going to kind of go like this. Coat this thing. We're going to roll it over without losing any of its goodness, hopefully. Nice and tight again, as best as I can without too much going on here. Okay. Now, we've got olive oil all over. So what I want to do, now this is my favorite rub. This is hickory barbecue rub from Riley's Spice of Life. I am just going to coat this with it, like so. Then, so we'll roll it back over. Try to tighten things up here. And we're going to hit this side too with the rub. I really like this rub on my barbecue pulled pork. It's one of my main rub seasonings that I use on my pulled pork. All right, this shaker, it's actually a different brand. It's the Squeal. I just like their shakers, so I keep them and I fill them with everything. Like this is my brisket rub in this one, so I use them for everything. Anyhow, there you go. That was simple. Let's see if we can see the coloring in there. Got it seasoned. Spin it around so you can see this side. Oh yeah. All right. So what I got to do is go get the grill fired up and ready to cook this. Kind of hard to see. There's my Jeep and then my snowplow four-wheeler. But the mountain's got a light dusting of snow up on there. It's actually trying to rain right now. Here it is in October, middle October. And the pool, we're gonna say goodbye to the pool, folks. This is getting caved in spring and then patioed over. It's got too many cracks, too many leaks, and will cost too much to keep it running. So time to say goodbye to it. All right, so we're gonna fire up the RecTech. Got pellets in there. I got Traeger brand pellets in there, competition brand. Get it turned on here. We are gonna cook it at an unbelievable 350. So it's gonna take a little while for this thing to come up to temp. But once it does, we'll get that on there. It should take a half hour to cook it, but we'll let this thing go. All right, so you can see the seasoning is kind of soaked into the meat. The grill is up to 350 here, so let's go ahead and open her up very carefully. My hand under it here. Balance it, because I'm holding the phone at the same time. We'll get a slip in here, like so. Alright. Yeah, we'll just stick one of these in there. I don't know what it's tell me, but got a thermometer in there. Okay, so now we're going to let it go for 15 minutes. I'll set a timer. Come out and we might roll it over, might spin it, we might do it all. And then let it go for another 15. But, yeah, let's let it roll. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes. Grill's a little hot, 367. It says the probe is reading at 110. Let's have a quick look at it. Not quite done. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set you up over here. There. Grab it this way, flip it over. Let's see if we can go and tuck stick this back in. Okay, so now we're going to give it another 15 minutes, come out and check it, see what happens. It's looking good. Wish I had some string so I could tie it up. Normally I don't run my Rectex this hot either. 300 is usually about the hottest I go when I'm doing chicken or tri-tip, and that's when I have to get them done. Otherwise, I like to be, 225 to 275, right in that range. So 350, that's pushing her, but she's running great. Can't complain. All right, so let's get another 15 minutes. Let's have a quick look at it. See how it's looking. Wow. You know what? I want to give it 15 more minutes. I think it's done. The temp may not be all the way up there. Yeah, I'm going to give it 15 more minutes, and then we'll get into it. Okay. It's looking really good, though. So it's been another 10 minutes. So we've been 15, 15, and 10 at 350. So it's 40 minutes it's been on here. It says it's at 128 internal. Let's have a look at that. Well, you get a look at that. Take a look at that. Oh, so good. So, let's start out by showing you a picture of what this is supposed to look like when it's done. That's the stock picture of it. I'm sure that was professionally taken. So we're going to go ahead and see how close we came. There, this over here. And I'll unwrap it here. Now, right off the bat, I mean, smells amazing. I do wish the cheese would have melted a little more inside there. But, hey, beggars can't be choosy, right? I think what we're going to do, we're going to take it off this pan. Get this out of there. Red pepper there, red onion, or not red onion, red pepper. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it this way. Let's get a paper towel here. Let's do some close-up photography on it there. All right. Get my knife and let's just cut a slice of it. Oh yeah. Yes. Let's just do that right there. Get a little bit of that color in there, the cheese. Spin this around. I don't know. It's looking really, really good. Let's have a close-up of it. What do you think? Did I nail the to the stock photo? Pretty dang close, I think. Good, delicious. I'm very, very happy with that. I'm not going to dirty up another pan. We're going to take all these. Just going to put them back up on here. Put that cheese on it. It is looking so good. Let's go ahead and finish cutting this up as best as we can here. Some of it's falling apart, but that's okay. What do you expect? Ooh, didn't get that one cut all the way. Let's put that there. Can't wait to taste this. It's gonna be so good. All right, got a plate here. Just gonna set that one over there. Oh yeah. Delicious looking. There it is, our stuffed flank steak. It has prosciutto, smoked Gouda goat cheese. It's got red bell peppers roasted, and then it's got spinach, and then my favorite rub on it, the hickory barbecue. Let's see if we can just take a bite of it since we're out here. Cheers, everybody. Get out of here. My God. Mm. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Maybe a little heavy on the goat cheese. That sure did add a lot of flavor. Pretty chewy. But oh my, delicious. That rub, I'm just telling you, it sets it off. That roasted red pepper adds a little bit of flavor to it. That's just delicious. Wow. Anyhow, so pretty good recipe. Once again, it was 3 pounds of flank steak, 2.64 is what it ended up being. Then a package of prosciutto. It said 6 slices, which was what was in the package that I bought. Then it was, what was it? 6 ounces of Gouda cheese. Let me look at it real quick so that we're all on the same page here. Let's see what it says. Yeah, 3 pounds of flank steak, 6 slices of prosciutto, 5 ounces of goat cheese. I use smoked Gouda goat, and then fresh spinach, and then 1 jar of roasted red peppers sliced, and then I coated it, I rolled it up. So what I did is I kind of butterflied it as they said to do, and then I put on the prosciutto, put on the goat cheese, put on the spinach, put on the roasted red peppers, then I rolled it up. It said to use twine and tie it together, which would have made it a lot easier and hold together better. I just kind of tucked it under, and then you coat it with olive oil and put your favorite all-purpose barbecue seasoning on it, which I did. Mine happens to be hickory flavored, and it's just unbelievable. Then what they say is put it on your grill at 450 degrees. Well, I didn't want to run it that hot, so I turned my grill up to 350, my pellet grill, Rectech. And they say put it on at 450, let it go 10 minutes, rotate it, let it go 10 minutes, take it off, let it sit for 10 minutes. I adjusted it a little bit. I had mine at 350. I let it go for 15 minutes. I rotated it as best as I could, and since I didn't tie it, I didn't want it to all fall apart. And then I let it go for another 15 minutes. And then I went out and checked it, and I went ahead and let it go another 10 minutes. So a total of 40 minutes. Then I let it sit out here, and then I let it sit for another 10 minutes before I sliced it. And I mean, dudes, I'm telling you, just look at that. While you look at that, take a look at that. It is beautiful. It holds together real well. And it has so much flavor. It is delicious. If you made this for company, they would come over every night, and then you'd be in trouble. So I don't recommend you do that. Anyhow, like I always say, thank you for watching. You can do this too. It's not that hard. Until next time, grill on. We need to go eat. It's gonna be so good.